hesitate. But, okay, here we are, coming up right now, coming from Texas, Steve Mayeda, El Topo, 3 years he's spoken here. This is his 3rd year. And he's always got, exactly, yeah, he's got quite a following.
Thanks, guys. I'll pay you afterwards.
Very good.
And hand jobs.
Doesn't need, yeah, exactly.
Dental's a little bit fucked up this year, but, you know.
Doesn't need much of an introduction, but give it up for him. He's going to speak for an hour, and it's always great. So here, Steve El Topo.
Yes. Hey, thank you, thank you. Peter, I want this to be as interactive as possible because nobody ever, people aren't interacting enough. And I wish they would, so let's keep that mic somewhere where we can put it, and if somebody can like help pass it around, maybe that's you, but usually standing back and all that stuff. So look, there's a lot of stuff. First off, we're at the 21 convention. I love this convention. It's organic, it's an experience, it's all this stuff where we can exchange ideas, and it's a community, and man, it gets better and better every year, whereas we have speakers on health, nutrition, you know, business stuff, and of course women, and everybody has all this, you know, amazing women advice. Unfortunately, you would think in 3 years I'd get more time, but I get less time this year. I only get an hour. So check this out. All right, you're cutting into my time, Dream. Okay, so check this out. First off, you can find my stuff at this amazing site, which every marketer will tell you is a horrible, you know, website. And there's a dot and there's a com. Look, that's it. You can find all about me, and I would definitely say go there, get on the email list, all that fun stuff. And because the majority of all the stuff, the experience of working with me is not going to be this hour here or whatever you're seeing online and all that fun stuff. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to talk about a few things. I gave a layer talk last night, and I was like, I didn't know how to start off the layer talk because coming here, I was talking to a lot of my friends in Austin. There's a lot of guys in the community, and the community is just like so saturated and can get so kind of like fucked up at times that that's what I wanted to talk about. So first off, how many guys are like brand new to this? Like brand new in the sense of, we got 2? Under 6 months? Oh, we got a few more. Greg, yep, you. No, so under 6 months, cool. And then how many guys have been in it for like a year? How many guys have been in it more than that? God damn! All right, so most of the people have actually been in this for like more than a year, which is pretty cool, but we see the pickup community, oh man, I need like a napkin or something. Or my shirt, huh? You guys want to see me? Whatever. Tough crowd. We'll use the hands, right? Peter Murphy, that's a cue for me for you to get, you know, right? Oh, shit. All right. Have Steve look stupid on stage.com. There you go. Okay, but see, so what I want to do is actually I want to talk about what defines the have Steve look really stupid. The PUA and / seduction community. All right, so what are some of the things that might define this? And I'll help you start off. What would make a pickup guy good? You, California. Oh, wait, I guess you first. Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. And what did you have to say? Results. Oh, good. Fake it till you make it. See, I'm writing kind of like text language. What else do we got?
Take a risk.
Balls.
Risk. Balls. Integrity. All right. Nobody else. What are some techniques that go into, let's look at this, because part of my problem with the pickup community is that it has no definition to it, and yet it has now become defined by the marketing. You guys have been in this thing for over 2 years. You guys know about the emails and like, you're gonna fuck 10s in one night or whatever. So stuff like that. What is it like? We'll say dominance. Touching. Jesus. Touching. Kino, routines, escalating. We'll put dancing. Was that you, Greg? I got some great video of this guy. I want to see that in the bathroom later, all right? Wait, we'll say dancing, huh? That wasn't really my angle here, but nonetheless. Okay, so look, all of this, and this is for like pickup artist stuff. It's like how to be cool, you know? How to better yourself, you know, improve. All that fun stuff. And sadly, a lot of it is about the quick fix, right? And then when we get into the seduction industry, when we're learning about sex, when we're learning about how to be better with women and all that sort of stuff, we're going to learn about like orgasms, and we're going to learn about like quick sex, and we're going to like, when I first came to the community, when I spoke here, well, it was a little bit after that, but when I spoke here probably like in 2008, it was like, man, the opener was still kind of like, jealous girlfriend was getting a little bit saturated. And now the opener's like, man, you're adorable, I just had to come talk to you, which is getting a little bit saturated. Yet nobody really does the stuff after that, which is important. But when I first came here to be a pickup artist, when I first came to the community to be a pickup artist, I had to actually, you know, what was it, like, you know, go on a day 2 and fuck a chick. If I did that, that means I was a pua. And then it became like, you know, and then I was in Dallas, right? And so in Dallas, we came up with the term SNL because it didn't exist. In 2007, an SNL did not exist until CJ coined it because it was called a fool's mate, and then it was the same night late. And then you had to get sex like within 4 hours, and then you had to get sex within 20 minutes, and then you had to get sex like, if you're not a fucking pickup artist, if you are, did you fuck the chick in the bathroom of the club? Man, fuck you, dude. You got no, like, you went on what, 3 dates with her? And you didn't fucking dominate her pussy? Man, Jesus. All right, I took her to fucking Mecca when they're walking around the thing, and then I fucking sodomized her and said, that's a fucking pickup artist. And she said, I worship your dick. I worship, and she got all into it. And that's what game is, guys. You want that? I'll give you the techniques. And that's the problem. It's because this, all that we define ourselves by, it has no definition. Everybody sits there and says, you want to be a better man. Everybody says you want to be somebody that can live a life which is full and that can be complete. You know, when you signed up for those email lists and you're typing on it and whatever it was, with me it was like Thundercat and David D'Angelo and, you know, Swing Cat and those fools. You know, and I'm writing on there and they're like, man, you could get any woman. I wanted that power. But really what was happening was like, dude, I was lonely. I wanted to connect with a woman. I wanted all those things, and somehow, because also I'm pretty fucking crazy, right? You know, my end goal got distorted by all this interference, right? And here, check this out. All these things are actually good things, but defined or not defined, they're going to rely purely on the action, all right? And so let's take a look, just really quickly, if we're, if we are looking at the actions of what a PUA does, a seducer, somebody you know, who's good with women. So those actions would be what? You know, they're going to be people, let's do some techniques. You know, we'll say some negs. That's great. You know, negs can be great. We'll say, you know, qualifiers. What else we got? FTC, baby. That's not the Federal Trade Commission. That's false time constraint. All right, what else? Touching? Cold reads. Cold reads. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, I haven't heard that one in a long time. But that's a good one. That's a good one. I'll put touching there. Future event projections. All right, FEP. Don't mistake that with EFT, guys, all right? What else do we got? What else do we got? There's yeah, you laugh, Orleans. All right, tap that out in the bathroom, you and me later, with Greg. All right, so, because that's the best place to tap anything. Like, all right, so what else? Good with women, seduction, seducer, PUAs. What are some of the actions? Come on, there's more of them. There's owning the club. You know, I hear guys say all the time, like, the key to attraction, you know, what women are going to find attraction is if you walk in the club and everybody fucking knows you, man. Let me tell you something. I fucking drove out here. My car's like popping out of gear and all this crazy stuff. There's nothing special about my shit, right? But at the same time, the reason why I wear all these like on the mat shirts is because my friends run this company. You want to cut the line at like the best clubs in the world, all I have to do is call them, and they will have me cut the line with 16 guys or whatever. And it happens many times, happens in Vegas, all that fun stuff. But that don't mean shit. That doesn't mean anything because look, When I do that, I am defining myself by my actions. Yeah, some chicks give me attention, but they don't fucking like me. So check this out. The pickup community, the seduction community, now, and what I mean by that is like, you know, all those guys selling you sex and all those guys selling you techniques, all this stuff, it is defined by its marketing. It's defined by its actions. And when we have a solid definition, which we forget many times, is to maybe be better with women, maybe connect with people, maybe actually to experience with people. Ooh, wait, all right, one more. Framing. When I gave layer talks around the country quite a bit, which I should probably do more of, framing was what everybody wanted to know about. And let's do sexual framing, right? Sexual framing. All right, so when we define ourselves purely by those actions, we're left to be defined by this. And how many guys out there, we went out there last night, we're all bragging about it, or whoever's bragging about it and all that shit, and you know, probably not, nobody got laid, and who gives a fuck. But the thing is what you hear everybody talking about, it was like, oh man, I dominated that chick, I dominated that set, da-da-da-da-da, and it's not the experience. Oh my God, man, I had frame control, I was frame controlling the woman. You know what frame control means? And that's great. You know, I think frame control is a great tool, but when that becomes my God, or that becomes my definition, what is it? It means I'm fucking afraid to experience with somebody, right? And what this was all about, and what this really should be all about, hopefully should be all about, is experiencing with somebody and maybe having a sexual connection in those things, and building that sexual confidence, and having and being proud to be you. If you live by this, what's the outcome, man? If you live by, what are the true roads? And it's not anybody's fault who's teaching this stuff. It's the mechanism that we put it in. We put it in the level of, you know, routines. Hey, here's a customized map. Here's well, nobody's offering a customized map, but here's a structured map for you to do these things. If you master this technique, if you master this technique, if you master touching, if you master escalation, you will be good with women. And that's not true, man. That puts you in a template of evolving towards something where you cannot be proud of yourself. And when you're not proud of yourself and you don't get results because the mechanism doesn't work, you think there's something wrong with you. And that leads to shame. And how many fucking people out there